The late adopter. Not only that, I'm gonna make a prediction right here on the channel right now. You can clip this video and show me that later if I'm wrong. The prediction is this: you will never ever in your life see ever again a price below 19.8k on Bitcoin. Never again. Maybe during some kind of black swan event like, Corona dump or World War III or something like that. Maybe in those two scenarios or something like that, you might see that. But in any kind of other scenario, you won't ever in your life see 19.3 below 19.8 ever again. That's my prediction. You will never ever in your life see Bitcoin. There you go, guys. Never below 19.8 ever again. I'm still not wrong, as the title suggests. Welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European Time on the dollar. We gotta do this show every single day, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. on the dollar. And now that we got inflation on the dollar, of course, we gotta move the time from 9 a.m. to 11:50 a.m. because inflation moves the time as well. So there is that. Below 19.3. It's below 19.8. We are still below 19.8. Vinet actually posted this on this clip on the on Twitter because I told people to clip the video and hold me guarded. But it's not below 19.8. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not below 19.8. You can see down here on the dollar 19.850, not below 19.8. So we're still good, guys. We're still good. My prediction is still holding strong, so you're gonna see how long this actually lasts. How's everybody in chat doing, guys? By the way, dollar right now is moving a little bit towards downside, but it did pump big time up here. Right now having a little bit move towards downside. S&P 500 getting a slight correction towards the upside, still holding some very important levels on the downside down here. And of course Bitcoin hit this 19.850, and right now having a slight that cat bounce towards upside. So we're gonna see what's happening in the over there. Nami, hey, how you doing? Lina Vatten, good morning all. Good morning. Linda, how you doing? Edward, what's up Edward? Equilibrio, I don't know what your name is. Yo, how you doing, man? Pride Juice, good God, got wrecked. Yeah, a lot of people got wrecked, me including. Hey, oh, good morning, Saturday. Just post that TFN stop, eat pump and ramp. Is that legit? It does look like some might be, bump and run, but it's kind of sketchy. I was just looking at it. I mean, technically, it could be some kind of ugly bump and run pattern, but there's that. Pump and dumps till November. No retail has no money left to buy when the merge nuke drop. So why should everything drop on the merge? I don't get it. Why should everything drop on the merge? If somebody has any good explanation why stuff should drop on the merge, I'm willing to listen to that. I'm awake a long time ago waiting. My daughter don't let me sleep. That's life, man. That's life. It will get better. I'm betting on ETC for a huge pump. Yeah, I mean, we have been betting on ETC for a huge pump, but it went down here to 34. If you look at a daily time frame, it went very nicely down all the way down to the 20 MA down here. So right now it does look nice. Trying to get it back above, so we're gonna see that. That's pretty my son for the school. Yo, how is it going? Crypto Russ, man, it's going good. It's going good. I hope you. I feel like a zombie. It happens. Hi Trice, how you doing, man? Remember what happened with ETC got created back in 2007, 2000, and then it did it dump? No, I have no clue what happened there. Only 5 minutes for high, I can last longer. It's only high, guys. It's only high. If it was something else, I would only need like 2 minutes tops. I'm pretty quick when it comes to that, man. I don't need a lot of time. First family. Double down sound, double down M21 photo. No video, only sound. Yeah, because I just want you to listen to the sound. No, don't say that. Below 19.10 screenshot twice. November options. Mladen is in the chat. There we go. Mladen is in the chat. Bridge cable. What's up? Okay, all the good guys are in the chat, so we can actually start up here and see what's happening in Bitcoin. As we just told you, my prediction was we are never ever gonna see a price below 19.8. We came down to 19.850. So technically my prediction is still strong. So you are saying we'll never see below 90 point. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. So I'm not technically wrong just yet. You know, this actually changes stuff a little bit. You know, the core inflation that everybody is talking about right now is that the thing that's dumping the market. So you know, the market needs, you know, a couple of days to figure out whether this is good or bad for the market. But I was kind of expecting inflation to be higher because I noticed that a lot of, you know, businesses did increase prices lately because they were kind of holding out, you know, with increasing the prices, hoping this is going to go away, and the inflation is not going away. So I kind of noticed that a lot of, you know, businesses, including our business, is you know, rising the prices. And I was like, yeah, if you know, if they're figuring like, okay, because you know, when inflation hits, you know, people think number one, they don't understand what's happening. Number two, you know, they see the price increasing, but they're trying to hold on because of their customers and stuff like that, right? But after a while, you know, it just becomes so unbearable that you have to increase the prices. And I think lately that's actually happened. So, you know, this this move to the let me see if I can find the chart. Let me see if I can chart. Let's go up here. Core inflation. I think there is some nice chart up here. Somebody always posts, you know, this is not the chart. Somebody always posts some, you know, the nice chart on Twitter, so it's easy to find charts. There we go. This is the chart. United States inflation rate. So you can see here, it went up to, you know, 6.5 during just before the April. And the thing is that when it was going up, everybody was like, it's gonna come down, it's gonna come down. So a lot of people waited to come down. It did go a little bit towards downside, but it did not go much towards downside. So you know, in the start, you know, businesses were, you know, reluctant to change because they were still keeping up with the prices and everything else. But over time, like, it's just not dropping enough towards downside, and you know, any business is kind of late to the party. You know, they need time to change the price. They need time to update the way they actually do stuff. And you know, I was assuming right now it's going down, but it's not going down that much. And I see businesses are already, you know, seeing that, you know, everything is increasing in price. It's really hard to keep, you know, certain levels of profit, and the only way to actually change that is to go. So I was expecting higher inflation. The high inflation did happen, but I did not expect this kind of, you know, dump on the downside. I did not expect that. So you could say this is some of, you know, one of those, you know, black swan events or something like that. I don't think it's black swan event because it was kind of expected, but it was pretty heavy dump. If you look at an S&P 500 up here, this thing dumped 4% over here. This was the biggest yearly dump over here. This is just one day. You can see up here, just one day from the open. Actually, you know, opened up here. We had a gap down to, you know, 4K, and then it went all the way down to 3.9. But we are still keeping the support line on downside. And this move towards downside was quite drastic, This is futures right now, but you can see right now that we are kind of bouncing a little bit up here, but this is very normal, you know, that get bounce because, you know, you got overextended, you need consolidate or move a little bit towards upside before you actually can continue towards downside. The same thing is happening here on Bitcoin right now. We are consolidating on the downside right now, and we'll see actually we can get some kind of momentum going towards the upside. I'm guessing there is a lot of course, you know, 20k levels is always very important. So you know, psychological level, so you know, there will always be buyers in this area up here, so breaking through that towards downside and stuff like that, it's really hard. Like last time, you can see down here the same levels up here. You know, we have been buying a lot there, you know, failing to go towards higher. Then we had this you know, spring towards upside, managed to get above the triangle towards upside, and then started rally. You know, so are we gonna see another spring towards downside up here? That's a good question. That's a good question. I'm no longer on, you know, you're never gonna see below 19.8 again, but if we do see below 19.8 again, and there is this you know, triangle up here that I do not want to break, because last time something like this happened, we you know, we had a dump from 30k down to 17k after that. So you know, going below these levels down here is very crucial not to do that. What I did notice, guys, and I think this is very interesting, let me split the chart so you can see this better. So this is the 1 hourly, this is the 1 hourly Bitcoin chart, and let's go over on this chart over here and go to the weekly time frame. And this is the weekly time frame of Bitcoin. Do you see the similarities between these two charts? Isn't this the same pattern, guys? Isn't this the same pattern? Look how you know, we go down here, down here, down, and then you get this, you know, move above the moving averages, above 10 moving averages. Then you go down below, then you go up here again towards 10. It's not exactly the same, but it's very nice. So it's the same pattern, guys. It's the same pattern playing on a 1 hourly time frame as it's playing on the weekly time frame. The exactly same pattern. My long one stopped out on 150. Nice. It's not stopped out, or maybe stopped out, it's pulled back. ETH funding rate is very much negative. Everyone is short. Yeah, why is everybody betting on ETH dump on the merge? So this is the same pattern. So the only thing, we cannot conclude that much from this pattern up here, but it's the very same thing that's happening. Big impulsive move towards the downside. Right now, consolidation on the downside. We already assuming this is some kind of bottom. This might be some kind of bottom on the 1 hourly time frame where we actually, you know, managed to, you know, climb higher up here eventually over here. But we got this, you know, if we get a higher lows, and right now we are looking whether we're gonna get a higher high, or we're going to get a lower high towards downside. If you get lower high, we get creating some kind of triangle. If you get a higher high, we're creating some kind of channel bear flag, right? The same thing goes over here. If we create some kind of higher high up here, we might be creating some kind of channel towards the upside. If you create lower low, we're creating some kind of a triangle over here. So the best case scenario is actually creating some kind of downwards channel, or some kind of a downward wedge over here. That would be like the best case scenario, but we are not doing that, you know. So the big question is how this is going to play out on the weekly time frame, on the 1 hourly time frame, because it is the same pattern. It's the same pattern. So the you know, we cannot draw too many conclusions from this, but we can learn one thing eventually, and by looking on how this actually plays out, because it is the same pattern how that's playing out over on both time frames. So we can actually watch the 1 hourly time frame and see whether this actually goes down, because if this goes down, the probability that this pattern up here is going to do the same thing up here, same here, up here again, it is pretty decent. It is pretty decent. Oftentimes these, you know, patterns, these fractals do play out, you know, the same way a certain amount of time, and then they, you know, stop following each other, but they do play out the same way. So I did notice this, and it's very nice. It's very nice. The big question is, of course, again, is it gonna drop towards the downside? And right now we are still having a high up here. The market is, you know, pricing in this dump. They're trying to figure out what's happening actually up here. You know, is the core inflation really that bad? Should we go, you know, move lower, and so forth, so forth. I'm not that good at analyzing fundamentals and, you know, inflation and, you know, consumer price index and core inflation and stuff like that, right? Dollar index. So I'm not gonna say too much about that. The only thing I'm gonna say over here is that this 1 hourly right now is getting, you know, getting a lot of buys down here at these levels, and you know, you know, best case scenario is trying to, you know, run this towards the upside over here. But if we start falling again below the support line on the downside, we might see another dump towards the downside. This 19.8 also 19.850 level. Oftentimes these weeks, you know, for some reason we go down to these weeks. I don't know why. We can actually do that again. So 19.8 is actually in the picture again, but we already had the 2 weeks down here on the 1 hourly time frame. Over here we can create some kind of double bottom that we actually managed to get towards the upside, but we are not below 19.8 just yet. If you look at the daily time frame up here, if you look at on daily time frame, we closed below all of the moving averages. You can see all of the moving averages. We got just wrecked towards downside. Right now we had a, you know, move up to the 10 moving average and getting already rejected by that. So I said yesterday that during the, you know, CPI dump party stream that this might actually go below and then, you know, go towards the upside. So I'm still giving this you know, couple of more days to see how this is actually gonna play. If you failed in the next 2 days, to get above 10-20 moving average up here. I think this might actually reach some kind of low levels at 18.5 again, even lower towards the downside. So we might actually have an dump on our hands. But I'm still giving it a couple more days to see how this is actually going to develop, because it's really it's a little bit hard to say right right now. You can see down here we went below 200 moving average, came above it, then right back out again. Right now we are getting above that again, so it is a little bit shaky down here at the bottom. And I'm guessing just there is a lot of buys in it. There is a lot of other people trying to price in the market the right way right now after the new numbers. So somebody knows something, somebody's trying to figure out something, somebody's trying to figure out what what's going to happen next once the market settles down and assess the information that they just gotten. We can actually move on with the price. So if you see that after this dump, the price starts bleeding again towards downside, this might be actually indication that stuff is actually that bad. I don't think, again, if you watched yesterday's CPI dump party stream video, you'll see that I'm still very much bullish, guys. You'll see that I'm still very much bullish, and the crypto is not going anywhere. It's not like the FUD and everything right now with the inflation is happening and it's destroying the blockchain and the crypto market. It's not like people are just gonna stop selling NFTs or stop developing on metaverses. People are still programming and developing. They don't care about price. We care about price, but they don't care about price. They're just developing, and it's not going away, guys. It's not going away. The price might go lower, but the crypto is not going away. There will be a bull market at the end of the tunnel. That's 100% sure. Not financial advice. But nothing is changing. The only thing that's changing right now is the sentiment in the market, and it's gonna be okay, guys. It's gonna be okay. I have a friend, and he's from the future. I asked him today how high it will be Bitcoin in 2030, and answered. I asked him today how high it will be Bitcoin in 2030, and answered, "What is Bitcoin?" What? You have a friend from the future. And he answered, "What is Bitcoin?" Oh, you ask him what price of Bitcoin will be 2030, and he answered, "What is Bitcoin?" Yeah, I get it. So there is no Bitcoin in the future. Okay, it's dead. I'm looking to start laddering into leverage short again. So everybody going short right now. Let me see up here. Short or long? Is everybody shorting right now? Answer the poll, guys. Answer the poll. Let us see what people are sure. Luna founder going to jail. Is it too late for a short? Is he going to jail? The FUD is real. Terra co-founder Do Kwon faces arrest warrant in South Korea. Court South Korea issued an arrest warrant for Do Kwon, the founder of Terra, whose implosion earlier this year sparked. You gotta understand, I'm gonna tell you something about the law system in the world, guys. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if you understand that, but I'm gonna tell you something about the law system. The worst kind of crime you can do is financial crime. There's all other types of crime, but when it comes to law system, the worst kind of crime you can do is financial crime, because when it comes to money, and the rich people that made the laws, they like money, and it's their money, and they want to beat you down as soon as you touch their money. So any kind of financial crimes are punished a lot harsher than most other crimes. And not most other, most other crimes. Like you can beat up a guy or something like that. Put him into a hospital, and you get a year or two in jail, at least in Norway. But you steal a little bit from the government or from somebody else, or you make other people lose money, and you're gonna get like 5 years in jail. Because financial crimes, because the people that make the laws, it's their money. They want to make sure that the money is safe. So anybody touching their money, they get big sentences. So any kind of, financial crimes are the worst kind of crimes. So Do Kwon doing, making a lot of people lose money and stuff like that, Still in a long. Okay, let's see right now here. 20 people answered 50-50. I'm holding Spain going back to London today. Good for you, man. Not short yet, but we'll do when it pumps higher. Check CoinGlass funding rate. 50-50, so 50-50 a long short. I'm a little bit undecided to what's gonna happen next, but yeah, also yesterday I showed you that these kind of dumps, guys, are very, very normal in bear market. Not bear market, this accumulation market. These 10% moves are very normal. Down here we had, you know, 10% move towards downside. This over here was not 10%, this was actually 5%. Do we have another 10% move? No, this is 2. This is maybe third 10% move up here. Yeah, 10%. So 10%, 10%. This 10% move to, you know, a very fast 10% moves towards downside. They are very normal in bear markets. Not bear markets, but in this accumulation zone at the bottom. In capitulation markets, they are very, very normal. Up here, you can see up here, we had a couple as well. These very fast move. This is a 10% move towards downside over here. This 8% move towards downside. At least those two. There were a couple of little less up here. Up here, we had a big one as well. This is a 6%, all the way down it was 9, it pulled back a little bit up here. 10% move towards downside, right? Once you get, so these fast, quick 10% move towards downside, they're kind of normal in this capitulation phase on the downside. They're trying to, you know, bleed out the market. And, you know, the way I see it, and I wrote, that's why I wrote on Twitter, let's see up here. This is a very normal, you know, normal move to the downside, and the reason it's normal move towards the downside is because it does happen. You know, 10% moves do happen towards downside, very flashy moves towards downside. The good thing is that about this 10% move, the 10% move didn't come down here. We pumped up and then pulled back. We still got a higher high and everything. We're still above the support. You know, it is bad move, but it just got a lot of people. Guys, we are in the bull market. Look at that. Bull market. Best adult dating site. Guys, bull market starting again. All over again. Best adult dating site is back in the chat, guys. Guys, this can only mean one thing. They are appreciating the crypto community again. They are seeing that crypto community is getting money. They want our money. I would say long, but today probably matters. PPI today. Everything matters, but you know how much. In India, rich people escaped to Ecuador and seek asylum. Here. So we got a best adult dating site again in the chat. That's good. That means that crypto is again popular in this space. So you can see here we are down here at these bottoms again. I'm still not wrong. We still hit only 19.850. We're still not below 19.8. I could be wrong eventually, but right now I'm not wrong yet. So, you know, when we get to the wrong part, I'll tell you that I'm wrong. You're not wrong yet, but you're not right yet either. I mean, I didn't actually make any predictions about being right. What did I say? I said that this is gonna be very choppy. You know, this is gonna be very you know, choppy. You know, accumulation phase goes up and down. I didn't call. I said we can actually do a 30%, but I didn't actually make any prediction on the date that we can actually do that or anything like that. I didn't say that, you know, it's gonna be 35 the next week or something like that. I didn't do that. So, you know, I don't know what kind of prediction I made for the upside. Dump on the news is not like with dump without the news. Yeah, it might be something like that. News dumps are, you know. So I'm still thinking this might be a little bit overreaction. Yes, the numbers are bad, but if you wait a couple of days and you let the market cool down a little bit and figure out you know what's gonna happen, then so when there is no news and stuff, like Man said, when there is no news and the stuff dumps, then you can, you know, start asking yourself, hey man, what's happened? What do you think about Phantom? Well, they lost the developers. Right now they're still there, but you know, I don't see a lot to talk about Phantom. Maybe that's a good thing in the long run. But when it comes to the chart of Phantom, like you know, everything else, like it's down at the bottom again. Over here, nothing is changing with Phantom nor anything else. It's the same chart. Bitcoin up 1%. Will it actually manage to get above this? You know, it failed to get above 20 moving average on 1 hour. Let's see 30-minute chart up here. It's holding nicely above here. Oftentimes these moves do create, you know, some kind of 3 moves towards downside. So, you know, I'm interested whether that's going to happen right now. We're getting above the 100 moving average, slowly climbing towards the upside. The volume up here is, you know, not significant or anything like that. Right now the volume is very low. As you can see down here, volume is very, very low. So some kind of move might happen. I might expect a move towards the downside here a little bit more than actually towards the upside. But it's only a short-term move like over here and over here and over here. And then, you know, a move towards the upside. This can also, again, you know, just for whatever reason, just start pumping towards the upside. How exactly it's gonna play out, that's the trick, that's the trick. DXY is coming down slowly. Slowly, yes, but you know, it just got, you know, it just exploded towards the upside. And it still got this lower high, up here, which is actually nice. But on the daily time frame, it did explode through everything towards the upside. It bounced off of the 50, exploded through everything. Right now it's coming down. So you're gonna see how much it actually could pull down. If it pulls down all the way down here, it's pretty much game over. That's some kind of hopium. That's some kind of hopium. So here's the thing. DXY is still an option. It actually bounced off of the support level, which we said it can actually do that. It still haven't broken down option. The option only gets broken down here. It still haven't broken up. So technically the DXY is all the time has been 2 weeks ago. Yeah, the DXY is still technically in an option, and until it actually breaks the option, this can actually technically just continue going towards upside, right? We already know that. The S&P 500 is still in this expanding wedge up here. It's still in the expanding wedge, and you can see here we got this, you know, bounce of the bottom. We said this looks good and it's gonna go up. Right now we got a big move towards downside, but still holding the support line up here, still holding support. And Bitcoin as well is not below 19.8. So as you see, all of these 3 things that are maybe correlated or not are playing the way they have been playing before. We are on the support on Bitcoin, we are on the support on S&P 500. The DXY is still going up, but not going up as fast maybe, but still going towards the upside. So technically we are still a little bit more, should be more bearish than bullish, but we are on the support. We are on the support. So, you know, so take that however you can, guys. Take that however you can. Hey brother, hey Robert, how you doing, man? I'm waiting for ETH to come down to 900. You're not getting 900 ETH. You're not getting 800 ETH. You're not getting 17k, you know, Bitcoin. You're just not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it. You guys think you're gonna get 70k, but you think you're gonna get 70k Bitcoin again and you're gonna buy that. You got a chance down here, you did not buy. It went up to 20k, then you FOMO'd up here. It's right now down here. Now, right now you're selling. It's gonna go down. You're gonna get it's gonna go down here, and you're gonna be like, no, it's gonna go down. Then you're gonna miss that as well. You're gonna miss everything. 10k Bitcoin according to Peter. Who's Peter? Oh, Peter Schiff. According to him, we're going to 0 probably. I don't know. But here's the thing: if Peter Schiff says Bitcoin is going down to 10k, is he gonna buy a 10k, or is he gonna, when we get to 10k, he's gonna say 1k? Like, what is he saying? Is he just saying that, you know, Bitcoin is gonna go down to, you know, 10k? Most of my coins in profit. Let me check my portfolio right now. Let's see up here. Let's refresh it all. What the? Yeah, P&L is still in profit. My HODL portfolio is in profit, guys. All good, all good. We don't care. My HODL portfolio is in profit. It's all good. You might get 0.70 lunk, lol. Bears on the chat again, but on 20Q they were quiet. 10k is bottom, he says now. If Peter said, but I wonder, does Peter want to buy 10k Bitcoin? Somebody should ask him. You think the bottom for Bitcoin is 10k? Would you buy Bitcoin at 10k? And if he says no, but you just said it's the bottom, why won't you buy something that, you know, is at the bottom? I don't believe it, but it's the bottom. Like, if you said it's gonna go to 0, I understand you don't want to buy, but you know, it's 10K. You just, if it's not the bottom, you know, you think it's gonna go to 1K. Yeah, the bottom is at 1K, but do you want to buy Bitcoin at 1K? As soon as he says I would buy, you know, Bitcoin or at 10K or 1K, it's game over. Bitcoin wins. Be water, my friend. Bought Bitcoin at 69. He thought he was going to 1 million this cycle. Peter Schiff didn't buy Bitcoin. Did Peter Schiff buy Bitcoin? He doesn't believe in cryptocurrency. Is Peter Schiff about to buy? No, he didn't buy. He didn't buy. Are you shorting? No, I'm not doing anything right now. It's not retest 70K. It will happen again. How close to 70K do you want to be? I mean, this was pretty decent, you know, low down here. This is at 18.5. This is just a week on the downside, 16 point, you know, why would we go down there like 17.6, 17.6? It's so, you know, we already tested these lows down here. You can see here, test this lows and bounced off of that. We even create a higher high up here. Everything was looking good, so good, guys, so good. Unfortunately, it likes to go on and on about 10K. Maybe it can happen, who knows. Recession seems it will last most of 2023. Be some guy in your chat, LA. Peter is some guy in my chat. There is no Peter in my chat. Anyways, guys, that's what I got for you on the Bitcoin scenario right now. Like I said, this looks exactly like the weekly move up here. So do watch what's happening on the 1 hourly fractal up here, because if the 1 hour fractal fails and goes down, you know, we just might do that on the weekly as well, because these fractals do, you know, correlate eventually. We bounced from December 2020 level on Bitcoin monthly chart. Interesting. We bounced from December 2020 level. Yeah, it might be that. It's important level. It's important support level. So, you know, the question is whether, you know, this is gonna hold the 17K level. But monthly chart has not no such level up here. Oh yeah, it has this wick on the downside. 17.5, 76. Yeah. Look at my favorite bear. Even say his own company dubbed. He's right about the wick. Yeah, the wick is the same. The wick is the same. Anyways, guys, that's what I got for you today. We'll see development during the day, how this actually develops, what's gonna happen and stuff like that. You know, so, you know, 16 days on the weekly chart. We got 4 days on the week. 16 days on the monthly chart, 4 days on the weekly chart, 1 day and 14 hours on the 2-day chart. So we gotta look at these small time frames to see how development is gonna happen, because we don't have any kind of big closes or big levels that we need to, you know, get above or below right now, short term. So there is that. Have a nice day, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the day. Join KuCoin if you you know, not if you can, but you know, if you want gems you cannot get to Bybit or Coinbase or FTX or any of these other stupid exchanges. Gems you can only get on decent low cap exchanges, and KuCoin is one of those. So, you know, if you like gems for the long term, you know where to get it. You to TL, have a nice great day. There you go. FOMC meeting might pump it, contrary to everyone being bearish. A little bit unsure what's gonna happen on the FOMC meeting. By the way, before we end, when is the next FOMC meeting? We are in September 2021, so it's like one more week. Peter Schiff's son loves Bitcoin, so there's that. Yeah, so I think both, I think, you know, even though Peter Schiff is flooding Bitcoin and stuff like that, right? Maybe he just wants it low for his son to buy, right? Because they maybe agreed, you know, I'm gonna buy gold, you're gonna buy Bitcoin, and then we're gonna have this, you know, stuff between us going on. 16th, 21st September. Oktoberfest next week for me. Yeah, Oktoberfest, guys. Focus on Oktoberfest, guys. This will also pass. This will eventually also pass. That's it, guys. You know what? It cannot hurt. If you do this right now, it cannot hurt. I mean, you know, there is no way Dodge Daddy can push the, you know, dump the price, because we are already dumped. It can only pump the price. So we are betting on the Dodge Daddy. It's gonna pump the price, right, guys? We gotta bet on Dodge Daddy pumping the price, because, you know, it's not like I'm playing Dodge Daddy at the top. You know, I'm playing Dodge Daddy at the bottom, so, you know, there's only one way it can actually go. Have a nice day, guys. I'll see you again. Maybe later today, maybe tomorrow, 9 a.m. Central European time. Assuming inflation doesn't go a little higher and stuff like that. Bye bye, guys.
And it makes me wanna scream. I wanna be a millionaire. I'm not weak or lazy. I'm like electricity. I'm the path of least resistance. Always lies the way for me. I'm in love with a meme. About as real as a dollar, and it makes me wanna scream. I wanna be a millionaire. Go Dodge, 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 Dodge. Go Dodge, 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 Dodge Daddy, yeah. Go Dodge, 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 Dodge. Go Dodge, Dodge, Dodge Daddy, yeah. Dancing Teslas and SpaceX. This techno king is on a roll. There is no shame in his game. He's having fun, he's in control. I'm in love with a meme. About as real as a dollar, and it makes me wanna scream. I wanna be a millionaire. Go Dodge, Dodge, Dodge.